Out here, mornings begin with sunshine and end with rain. And in between, the garden always has a story to tell. Today, mine begins with my mother, a basket, and a patch of lima beans ready for harvest. Who would think that one small plant could fill an entire basket? Today, as I harvest lima beans with my mother, I'll show you not just the richness of the land, but also the richness of living true to yourself. Good day to you, my dear friends. The season here has been playing its quiet games with us. Our mornings arrive with a soft golden sun stretching across the fields, filling the garden with light and warmth. And just when the earth has settled into the comfort of brightness, the afternoons remind us of balance. Clouds gather and rain comes pouring down, watering everything with a generous hand. It is the kind of rhythm that keeps the land alive, the plants refreshed, and our spirits humbled. Today's adventure is a tender one, and it begins not with me alone, but with my mother. While working in the garden, she spotted a beautiful surprise. The lima beans, planted long ago with care, were now ready for harvest. With her usual cheer, she called me over, and I could not resist. So, together, basket in hand, we step into the field and gather the gift that the soil and season have quietly prepared for us. Lima beans, or as some call them, butter beans, are a humble crop, but they hold a quiet power. They belong to the family of climbing plants, and true to their nature, they do not remain low to the ground. Instead, they stretch upward, winding their way around trees and poles, always reaching higher as though chasing the light. These ones are not wild. They were planted by my mother a while back, and today they give back abundantly. What amazes me is how a single small plant can gift us almost a full basket. That is the poetry of farming. The smallest seeds, when nurtured, can bring forth an abundance that feels almost miraculous. And beyond their beauty, lima beans nourish the body deeply. Rich in protein, they rebuild strength. Packed with fiber, they calm digestion and regulate blood sugar. With iron and magnesium, they care for our blood and bones, supporting the heart that beats tirelessly within us. Truly, they are more than food. They are medicine, quietly growing in the soil, waiting for the right season to reveal their worth. As I pick each pod, I find myself thinking of another harvest, not of food, but of the beliefs and values we carry within us. Individuality. What does it mean? It is the art of being wholly yourself, of walking your path not because it is common or approved, but because it feels true to your soul. It is the opposite of conformity, that silent surrender, when we live on borrowed ideas and ready-made scripts without ever asking if they belong to us. From the moment we are born, society whispers into our ears how to behave, what to value, which dreams to chase, family traditions, religious practices, online trends, and societal expectations. All of them wrapped around us like vines. Sometimes they guide us, sometimes they choke us. And if we are not careful, we climb not towards our own light, but towards someone else's tree. In a garden, no two plants climb the same way. The lima bean wraps itself upward, chasing the sun. The corn stands tall and straight. The potatoes remain hidden in the soil. If the corn tried to live like the bean, or the potato tried to live like the corn, none of them would thrive. Each must grow in its own design, and so must we.
Ini. Ay, qué hija. Ginahari ang beneficio.
We are told that success must look a certain way: a career title, a house in the city, a marriage at the right time, children by a certain age. We are told what to wear, what to believe, even what kind of joy we should seek. Online, new ideas sprout every week: wellness routines, fashion statements, life hacks, even spirituality packaged neatly for us to consume. But here is the danger. If we never pause to ask whether these paths truly resonate with our hearts, we risk living a life that is not our own. It is like forcing a lima bean to stay low on the ground when in its very nature it was meant to climb. To deny its climb is to deny its life. And to deny our individuality is to deny our own spirit. A river does not ask permission to carve its path. It twists, it bends, it overflows. And no matter how many maps are drawn to contain it, it will find its own way to the ocean. That is individuality, flowing in your own current, even if the world expected you to run straight.
Namaya?
To practice individuality is not about rebellion for the sake of noise. It is not about rejecting everything handed to us. Rather, it is about discernment. It is about asking gently, does this way of living nourish me? Does this belief bring me closer to peace? Or does it distance me from myself? And sometimes the answer means keeping a tradition because it truly feels like home. Other times, it means letting go, walking away from a practice, a trend, or a belief that no longer fits us. We do not have to copy online routines that tire us, or cling to values that chain us, or follow paths that leave us empty. We are free to choose. We are free to carve our own lives even if the world does not clap for us. As my mother and I fill our basket with beans, I realized life also offers us baskets full of beliefs, customs, and paths. But our arms cannot hold everything. We must choose carefully. Some pods are nourishing, others are empty, and not all are meant for us. The Lima bean climbs toward its own light, finding its own way, sometimes wrapping itself around one tree, sometimes another. It does not apologize for the path it takes, nor does it compare its climb with its neighbors. It simply grows as it was created to grow. So should we, to live authentically, to honor our own rhythm, to dare to be ourselves even when the world expects otherwise. This is the richest harvest of all. You see, life is not meant to be a choir where every voice sings the same note. It is a symphony, and each person is an instrument. To silence your sound and imitate another's is to rob the music of its fullness. And so, with baskets full and hearts even fuller, we carry today's harvest home. The earth has given us food, and the moment has given us wisdom. Thank you for walking with me, for sitting through the sun and the rain, and for joining in this quiet reflection on beings and on being. Until next time, may you continue to grow as you are meant to grow, and may your own harvest, whatever it may be abundant and true. I will see you very soon. Enjoy your weekend.